I am so nervous that I'm gonna end up with this lipstick all over my teeth, but whatever, let's just get on into it. Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I wanted to chat about some beauty, personal hygiene kind of products that I no longer buy. This is actually something that I had a note in my phone from February of 2021 with this exact list, and I had it in a note that said videos to film, and I never filmed it. So I am really excited to share this with you. This list still pertains to me and the way that I consume, even almost 2 full years after writing that initial note. So that goes to show the longevity and the change, the shift in myself that actually has been produced. These are things that I used to purchase. I used to buy them very regularly, and now I don't, and I don't really feel the need to bring them into my life. Now, that doesn't mean that you or other people in your life shouldn't be buying these things. I just want to chat about things that I don't really feel are essential to my makeup routine, my beauty routine, my personal life, and maybe how I have been able to remove them from my routines. In my journey of more considerate consumerism, I am trying to eliminate my waste. I'm trying to not spend so much money as well, like the financial burden of bringing so much stuff into my life. I'm trying to shift that. And so I just kind of wanted to share these with you. This is a kind of video style that many other content creators out there have done in the past. And recently I did see a video from Angelica Nyqvist as well as one from Sarah Rose that are very similar to this. So I will link those both down in the description box if you want to check out more things that other beauty creators do not buy. But let's just hop on into my list of items. So the first item I want to share with you is that I no longer buy body wash. If you've watched my empties videos in the last year and a half or so, you know that I have made the shift to going to bar soaps instead, and I am so happy with that decision. I just felt like I was going through body wash very regularly, very regularly, and I was seeing these massive bottles going into the recycling every single month, if not even more regularly than that, and I just felt like it was too much waste so consistently. I also found that I would just over apply body wash. I would accidentally pump too much into my hand, or I would lose it before it would end up on my body. And so it just ended up becoming very wasteful in my opinion. And for my own personal needs, I shifted to bar soap. And I oftentimes try to buy bar soap that has minimal, if any, packaging at all. And I have just found that that has been amazing for me. I also do have a fragrance allergy that was confirmed last year. And so making the shift to bar soap has become even easier for me because I can find fragrance-free alternatives really easily. When it comes to body wash, a lot of them do have artificial fragrance added to them, and that I can't do that anymore. I absolutely cannot. I had too many rashes, skin irritations that I don't even want to risk it. There are just so many reasons why body wash is no longer something that I need to have in my personal life, and shifting to bar soap has just been something that I'm really happy with. The next category is brow pencils. I have not purchased a brow pencil in years. I think the last one that I purchased was in probably 2019. I would say in 2019. And I did pan that one in 2020. And yeah, I haven't purchased one ever since. However, in years past, I would say that brow pencils were probably second to mascara, one of my top most repurchased products. It was a category that I was working through very regularly. Sometimes I would use up a brow pencil in 2 to 3 months' time. And I came to this realization that it was financially just not that sustainable for me to continually be buying brow pencils, buying 3 of them a year at like $15 a pop. That's like almost $50 just on my brows in a year alone. But now I use brow pomade and I use brow gel in combination, and I just feel like I have no need to even buy any more brow products for even years to come with the small collection of brow products that I do have. So pencils for me, although they were really nice to use, I really did like the effect that I got from them all the time. I really felt like my brows looked really good. I was able to create very natural hair-like strokes, create really great definition with ease. And I really did enjoy the process of using a brow pencil because it's a very familiar feeling, like a pencil, like writing. It was very familiar for me. I had to kind of like unlearn how to do my brows and learn how to do them with gels and how to do them with pomades. But I feel like I can get a really good effect with my brows. Sometimes my brows are just whack, but other times they turn out great. Like today, I think I'm having a pretty damn good brow day. I don't foresee myself buying any brow pencils pretty much ever again because financially they just are a little bit more costly because you go through them so regularly, and it does in turn create a lot more waste because you're going through them so regularly as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with the decision to make that shift. I just found that that was something that happened for me very naturally. I didn't have to force myself to like go on a brow pencil no buy or anything like that. But I'm really happy with this shift and I just feel like it makes the most sense for me. And the next thing that I no longer buy is shaving cream. That is something that in years past, I thought it was like an essential part of my shaving routine. I thought, if I'm going to shave my leg, I absolutely need to use a cream for that. I need to buy something very specific. And you know, these oftentimes come in an aerosol can. These oftentimes come in plastic packaging. I ended up realizing, it was a few years back, probably in my like mid-20s, I realized I didn't really need to have shaving cream as much as I thought I did. I don't know where my idea that I was kind of an essential part of my shaving routine came from, to be honest. But I ended up just at that time using my body wash as a shaving cream and found I had no irritation, no sensitivity at all through doing so. And now that I use bar soap, I don't find it to be any different at all either. I just get a good lather going and I'm able to shave my legs and my armpits no problem. So shaving cream is something that I eliminated from my routine long ago and have never looked back. I don't want to spend my money on that. I don't want to waste space in my recycling bin for that or turn that into garbage in any capacity ever again. It just is something that doesn't make sense for me. I know for some people, if you do have very sensitive skin, shaving cream probably does aid in ensuring that you don't irritate your skin through shaving. So I'm not saying it's for everyone to eliminate it from their routine, but it was something that I simply only purchased because I thought that I was supposed to purchase it. It was a product that, you know, had one intended purpose that I thought would make that experience better or different, and it turns out it didn't for me. And so I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. Actually, oftentimes if I buy a conditioner or a shampoo that I don't get on with, I end up using that also as a shaving cream just to kind of switch things up, just to do something else with it instead of just letting that product go bad. And it's great. I have used many conditioners in my day and many shampoos in my day as a product to shave my legs because I do have a very irritable scalp, so my scalp can be very particular, very needy. It can be a bother. I've just been able to use up those products in other ways, and that has been absolutely great for me as well. So shaving cream is something that I no longer buy, and I'm probably never gonna buy ever again. It just seems like an extra cost for what? I don't know. Another product I no longer buy is Shimmer nail polishes, and that is because a few years back I discovered a technique of using eyeshadow as nail polish toppers, and it just made my eyeshadow collection and my eyeshadow wardrobe expand so vastly and so infinitely that I realized I had no need to purchase any shimmer nail polishes ever again. Now, currently I do have some shimmer nail polishes in my collection because I did receive those in PR earlier this year. They are from What's Up Beauty and they actually correspond to the eyeshadows in the Geodes palette. So with my eyeshadow as nail polish technique, I easily could have gotten the exact same look literally using the eyeshadows. In the past few years, I have purchased a handful of kind of more glittery nail polishes just to create some more different textures and to allow myself to have something a little bit more glam and unique to top on top of either eyeshadow as nail polish or just flat colored nail polishes in my collection, and to give them just a little bit more something. It kind of makes my nail polish collection go a little bit further having glitters. But I no longer purchase like metallics or shimmers, those kind of pearly sort of nail polishes as well, because literally you can use any metallic or shimmer or duochrome eyeshadow on your nails as a topper and create an amazing, amazing nail polish look. If you're not familiar, I do have a tutorial on my channel of how to do so. It's from a couple years back and the technique is still the exact same that I use today. Super, super easy, incredibly easy. And yeah, I definitely recommend giving that a try if you have a lot of eyeshadows in your collection, maybe eyeshadows that are older and they don't necessarily work on the eyes, eyeshadows that you don't want to wear on your eyes, but you think they're a really fun color. Maybe you can get use out of them as a nail polish. This really did change the game for me. I used to buy metallic nail polishes all the time because I never even had thought that I could use my eyeshadows in such a way. And I'm so happy that since I found that technique, I have not purchased any shimmer or metallic nail polishes. And while there are many other categories I'm sure that I no longer buy, another thing that I wanted to talk about in today's video is that I no longer buy face masks. I used to buy them all the time, and that was when I was in kind of the height of my most problematic skin, I feel like. But these days I've just come to realize that I don't have time to integrate them into my routine, or I don't make the time to integrate them into my routine. And my skin actually prefers a more simplified skincare routine as well, very, very minimal. The fewer things that I have kind of rotating in and out of my routine, the better. My skin stays very stable. And so I just don't buy face masks anymore. For that reason, and also because I just generally never would finish them because I wouldn't make the time for them. So I have probably like 4 or 5 face masks sitting in my bathroom cabinet that have been the same 4 or 5 that I moved with about a year and a half ago, and I had them for months and months prior to moving as well. So those are things that have been in my life for quite a long time, and I still haven't used them up, and that goes to show I don't need them. I really don't need them. I will eventually try my best to use as much as I can out of all of those. Which, side note, I'm gonna be actually kicking off a non-makeup project pan again on my channel, which I'm super excited for, and I'm gonna be kicking off that project with a face mask. I think I'm gonna be filming that very, very soon. So I'm going to try my best to work through those products from my collection, but I'm not going to replace them once they're gone from my life because I never use them. It just doesn't make sense for me, for my life. As much as I would love to be that person that like once a week I just give myself such a nice pamper, I'm just not. In years past, I definitely spent way too much money on face masks and on just extra steps of my makeup routine as well. And that was because I was really trying to target all of my skincare concerns. So I did have pretty severe acne a few years back. If you've been with me for a while, you know the journey. But nowadays, I just don't need all of that. And so I don't want to just do it for the sake of doing it. I don't want to buy it just for the sake of trying things. I just found myself disinterested entirely, especially in face masks. And I've actually kind of shifted the financial aspect of that to getting massages as like a monthly sort of thing for me, because that's something that really I can feel long-term the difference of. And I am starting to, I don't know how long this will last, but I'm going for facials a little bit more regularly, every like month or 2 months, to maintain good quality skin, but to ensure that I'm not just purchasing a bunch of products and never using them up. So I've just kind of shifted the way that I spend money on myself in many avenues. And instead of bringing things into my life, I am creating a little bit more of experiences for myself. And so those are the avenues that I would rather be spending my money on over all of the categories that I no longer buy that I've talked about in today's video. I've just come to realize that these are categories of products that no longer make sense for me, things that maybe at one point or another were beneficial for me, but I've just come to realize they're no longer necessary. So that, my friends, is a roundup on all the things that I no longer buy and I haven't been buying for quite some time, and things that I don't foresee myself buying anytime in the near future or in the far future actually either. I do think a big part of my more considerate, kind of mindful consumerism is being reflective of what really makes sense for me and my life, as opposed to just buying things because I thought that they were an essential part of a routine, or I thought that I should have them because I have a YouTube channel. And I've just come to realize these are not things that are necessary for me, my life, or my finances. But let me know down in the comment section what kind of personal care and beauty and hygiene products you no longer buy and why that is. I would love to hear that if there are any categories. But that is everything. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate you taking some time from your day to just chit chat with me about beauty and budgets and all that kind of stuff. But that's everything. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.